All right, guys, what's up? We have our board briefing for February 27th. Start the week off right with a heavy day. We have overhead squats, 7 sets of 3 for RX and level 2, and then 7 sets of 5, level 1. Those are the difference, like I often said, between the two. Obviously, there's a couple more reps, 7 by 5, 2 more reps. It's just to allow a little bit more exposure to the lift if you haven't done it before. Okay, let's talk about our warm up before we get into lifting. 2 sets, 4 movements, and then we have specific warm up, overhead squat review, and then we have some squat therapy, and then we have 4 progressions for the overhead squat, stance, grip, all those kind of things we'll go over tomorrow. Let's make sure that we got the correct squat stance for you and for doing overhead squats. Right? Oftentimes they say your feet shouldn't change position from overhead squat, back squat to front squat, stuff like that. This is pretty much true, but sometimes we need to widen our feet out to allow our chest to stay up a little bit more. Okay, so we'll review some of that stuff tomorrow. All right, and then we have a building phase. 3 to 4 sets of 3 overhead squats. Rest about a minute to 90 seconds, depends if you're talking to your friend or not. You can share a rack with someone too if you want to, if you're around the same height and lift around the same weight. And yes, it's coming from the rack as well. All right, so 7 sets, building across as many sets as we can for triples. We should be starting around 70%. If you've never done an overhead squat or you're just learning overhead squats and you haven't been exposed to it a lot, keep the weight down, keep the reps higher. Maybe L1, we'll do 7 sets of 5. Okay, so it's important to teach your body how to move through space in this difficult, challenging mobility and flexibility movement. So if we're having trouble getting down to a squat, maybe think about lightening up the load using PVC, a barbell, light weights, all are fine for this movement. We don't want to see people loading up the bar and trying to jam themselves down into an overhead squat when the mobility and flexibility just isn't there just yet. So a scaling option can be a front squat as well, but we want to stay away from it as long as we can. We want to challenge you to do that overhead position because it is a hard one to hit. Okay. For those OGs who have this stuff unlocked, let's get heavy. Let's work hard on it, and let's make sure that every squat, like the movement pattern is bang on. Okay, that's the brief for the day. Let's have some fun with it. We'll see you tomorrow on Monday. Enjoy, guys.